Okay, so basically this is turning into a Netherlands channel. Not really, but it sure does seem like it because every video I do is about the Netherlands. But I mean, we're talking about life, like real life. And fortunately for me, hey, I can use this channel to do a little bit of research. So I came across this couple that have been living in the Netherlands for a while. Buncharted, you may have heard of them. I will have a link down below for their channel so you can go and subscribe to them. But I always knew them as a couple that was in the Netherlands. I think they live in Nijmegen. I think they live there. So they put out a video that says why we might be moving to Belgium. Like, what is happening? I thought they loved the Netherlands. So we're about to find out what is going on because it's something to consider. You know, a lot of people have been giving us a lot of input and advice about Netherlands, different places in Netherlands that we should live, whether or not we should even go. So, I figure we might as well check this out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, super interesting, curious to see what this is all about. Before we get going here, go ahead and like the video. Let's see what we can see.
We're moving to Belgium. Kind of. Whenever we talk about buying a home in the Netherlands, we get tons of comments that are like, y'all should really move to Belgium. And I think you're saying that because the home prices are supposed to be cheaper in Belgium and not because you're trying to get us out of the Netherlands, right?
This video is sponsored by Wise, the platform I use to manage all of my international finances. Okay, welcome back to Mechelen. If you're new here, this is the third installment of our Buying a Home series. First, we filmed a video where we were looking to buy a home in the Netherlands. Then we filmed a video where we decided that we were just going to stay put.
Wait, he said something here. We're buying a home in the Netherlands, but it's hard. 2025.
First, we filmed a video where we were looking to buy a home in the Netherlands. Then we filmed a video where we decided that we were just going to stay put for a while and not buy a home in 2026. And now we're filming a video about buying a home in Belgium. Maybe. So we have two objectives for this trip. One, to better understand what it means to live in Belgium versus the Netherlands, like difference in taxes, the cost of living things, etc. And then two, to live more like a local and not like a tourist. Well, there is one touristy thing that we're going to do today, but otherwise we're only going to be hitting up local spots in a neighborhood that we can probably actually afford, not necessarily the overall best places in the city like we usually would. But first, we're in Belgium and it's lunchtime, which can only mean one thing. Say it with me.
Brunches!
Was that cool?
I bet that was super cool.
Probably wasn't very cool.
I think it was super cool. Okay. I mean, there's one thing that I've learned about living here in Europe and not being European or being an American, whatever, is that you don't just get to pick where you want to go and just go there. Like, you have to have the means. By that, I mean some type of visa or something that allows you to go there. So I wonder how they just, I guess we would have to research that. But I'm just wondering how they just up and decided they're going to go to Belgium. Hopefully they talk about that.
Longtime Uncharted viewers will know that one of our favorite brooches in the whole universe is the brooch of Martino. We had it for the first time when we were in Ghent, and I've seen a Tonino on a few menus, so I thought, what better time to try it than today at this delightful brocha shop. I think it's just going to be a Martino with tuna, but then I also ordered smos, which I don't think is probably the typical thing to do, but it was an option on the menu, and I want some vegetables. This is a mess. I'm seeing, like mustard, Martino.
That looks like a bunch of goodness right there. That tuna one looked good, too. You can't do this. I can switch like that. When you start talking about food, I'm like, whoa, what? Food? We're talking about food today? Let me pay attention to this video now.
Sauce.
Subscribe.
Lettuce, tomato, cheese,
onions.
Tuna, onions.
Wait, there's
carrots.
cheese on it too?
I think there's cheese on it. Oh no, it's egg. It's egg. It looks sloppy AF, but I'm here for it, and I love Martino sauce. She also asked if I wanted spicy. Of course, I said yes.
Yeah.
You can barely taste the tuna. There's so much going on in it. Tangy Martino sauce. Crispy veggies, delicious.
That is amazing.
Very wet. I mean, I think it goes without saying that this brocha tonino smos is 5 waffles.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Next, we're at Vlees Hall, which was built in 1881, and as the name suggests, it was a market where butchers could sell their meat. And sadly, we didn't have time to stop here in our first vlog in Mechelen, but we're here now to grab some drinks and snacks and escape the rain, and also check out some houses here in the city.
Okay. Well, that looks good.
Mine's lemonade.
Refreshing.
Yours is a rosé from Germany.
Yeah.
It has a red fruit flavor. Can you taste the red fruit?
I actually can. It's quite nice.
Okay, we found a few places that meet our criteria in or around Mechelen, and they've already sold, but they were on the market in the last 6 months. Here's a quick refresher on our criteria. 1, we want to be near a train station. 2, we want to be able to move into it right away, but we can do some work on the place if it's needed. We want something small, like a 1-bedroom or a studio. We want to be close to good food in a grocery store. We want to be on the top floor if we're in a shared building, and then we want it to be under 300,000 euros. Yeah.
I mean,
We want to be on the top floor if we're in a shared building, and then we want
those are all good right there. I mean, obviously we're not buying. We would be renting first, but near a train station, move-in ready. My understanding is in the Netherlands, that may be an option. It may not be. There's something that we didn't know about. That's called Shell. We've never heard of that, but basically, I think that means like you pretty much got to bring the flooring, and we've seen some people that had to do some electrical work, and so I think that's what that means. And then there's upholstered, which I think means that it has flooring and like curtains and window dressings. And then there's furnished. So move-in ready. Furnished would be ideal. Why am I telling you this? Like I got some people out there that's gonna start shopping around for me. But anyway, furnished would be ideal. 1 bedroom, probably 2, because we need, we have our YouTube channel, so we got to have a place for that. Close to food, yep, or at least some type of cafe, or what we call it, a cafeteria here. What would it just be, a cafe over there, I guess? Top floor, yeah, it doesn't matter. Under 300, that's if we were buying. That would be ideal. Okay, let's keep going.
it to be under 300,000 euros. Yeah. Oh, this first place is nice.
Yeah, this is like Michelle and Alex in 2009 with the way it's painted.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a kindergarten classroom, but I actually really love it. Okay, so
nice.
this place is under budget and it's super cute. I think this is like the perfect mix of like a 1-bedroom slash
This is the one that you've been
studio.
telling me about.
Yeah, look at how updated it is. You've got like a really nice bathroom, and here's where the bedroom is. It's
Yeah.
upstairs, and it's stairs, not a ladder.
This is like one of those things where, like, if it was on the market and we were looking at it today, we may have actually
Put an
a bet
offer on it.
Yeah. Oh, and this last one, this is the one that's like actually in the neighborhood that our Airbnb is in, right?
Yep, exactly.
So this one clearly needs a little bit more work.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one's like kind of pseudo renovated, but in a weird way.
All of these places are like mostly meeting our criteria.
Yeah, and they're all at or under budget.
Y'all might be wondering why Mechelen. We actually really loved Mechelen when we came here last year to film the vlog, and when we found out that there were homes that we could actually afford here, well,
Duh.
plus, one of the other things we like about Mechelen is that it's close to Leuven, which is important because they have a bunch of medical specialists there, like specialists in their respective fields. And that's important for me because I do have to meet with a specialist once a year. And it's in Flanders, which is important because we've already built a solid foundation of Dutch.
Yep.
And I don't want to have to learn another language.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway. Also, the other thing that's really great about Mechelen is that there's only one train to get to
Okay, Flanders, I don't know what that is. Okay.
language.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway. Also, the other thing that's really great about Mechelen is that there's only one train to get to Rotterdam and Breda.
I know.
So it would be like, I mean, we could still film videos in the Netherlands really easily because, I mean, it
was
just
a quick trip.
Yeah, it's so easy to get here. And also, Belgians, we'd love to have your advice on other places that we should look. Ideally, other places that are near Leuven, Brussels, or Ghent that still meet our criteria. Maybe a smaller town outside of one of those cities. I think that would probably be ideal. And by the way, we're going to get a lot of the information that we share in this video wrong today. So Belgians, help us out. If there's something that we get wrong, or if there's like some detail that we're missing, please just let us know in the comments.
It'll be helpful for us.
Yeah, like we're not intentionally getting it wrong. Like I've actually spent a good deal of time researching all of the little bits and bobs that we would want to know if we moved to Belgium. But the reality is like there's just things that I can't anticipate.
Right.
So yeah, thanks. This is nice.
I love it here so much. All we've done is like get off the train, eat a brocha, and come here. And I'm like, I'm ready to move here.
I mean, that does look, that looks great. That looks like an experience I would like to have, just chilling with Lisa. Lisa? With Lisa. You know, the beverage, an adult beverage with a couple little snacks. So I don't know. I'm still confused on the whole. It sounds like obviously they're super close to the Netherlands because he said that, but that in that town, do they speak Dutch? It sounds like that's what he's saying. They're not ready to learn a new language. So I don't know.
Having such a good day, even though the weather outside is shit, and that's how I feel like it's a good place.
Well, all right. Looks like it's mussel season at Lunch Garden.
Oh, okay.
Guess we probably need to go back.
Let's go back.
This is a very nice grocery store. Oh my gosh, they have Brussels ketchup.
Have it here.
Brussels
They've got the
ketchup.
sauces we never tried before. Oh no, this one. They've got our beloved Dallas sauce. Do they have the Brazil sauce? Yeah. Yay!
Yay!
What?
This is the best Andalus sauce that you can get. I know that's controversial. It is delicious. Okay, so that was a bit of a hard cut because it started to rain really hard, and we're now in our Airbnb.
Yay.
We thought about going to the bakery to get some bread to eat with dinner, but we don't really need it. We were just kind of doing it for the video, and then the rain happened, and we didn't end up doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it's dinner time.
Dinner time.
Here is our take-home snack haul.
What?
Sorry.
Okay.
You're already making a lot of noise. We got 2 bags of brats. We got the hot and spicy
Brats?
Brazil sauce from our beloved Brussels ketchup. We got the spray deodorant that we needed to get this delightful free Red Devil's hat. And then we got our filled Lotus waffles, which these are absolutely delicious.
Those look amazing.
Pretty good haul, I think. This hat was made in China, and it was distributed and sold by a company that is in the Netherlands.
Oh.
What you doing, Michelle?
Okay.
Just chopping up a little paprika.
Like I said, the original plan was that we were going to compare the prices of things at the grocery store here to things that we buy in the Netherlands. But we bought them from a grocery store. It's Spar by Colruyt, which is interesting because those are 2 different grocery brands. And also Colruyt, isn't that like supposed to be like the discount, like sort of cheaper Belgian supermarket chain option?
Oh.
This is interesting because he's an American who is saying all kinds of stuff that I have no idea what it is because it's from either the Netherlands or Belgium. Like he's like, you could tell they've been there a while. And it's like he's talking to the locals, which that's interesting. That's cool, actually. I wouldn't mind doing that one day.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. But anyway, it was a very nice grocery store, and I'm just worried that like we might be comparing. It wasn't upscale, but you know, like it might not be fair.
Yeah.
We looked at Albert Heijn's Belgium prices
Oh,
and
Albert
Albert
Heijn.
Heijn's Netherlands prices, and that's what we're going to compare.
I
I
think
think
that
it's more
seems
fair.
Yeah, I agree.
We're going to compare the ground meat, which I
Okay.
believe is the mixed pork and beef. Is that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
So 500 grams in the Netherlands was €4.69, and 500 grams in Belgium, you're at BF. Is that Belfum?
yeah. It's what the locals call
Belfia?
Belgium.
€3.79. So it is. It's actually almost €1 cheaper. The bell pepper
wow.
in the Netherlands it was €1.09. In Belgium it was 59 cents.
Oh,
The
wow.
shredded Gruyere cheese that we bought. We're not going to bring our cheese shredder here. Come on. $3.49 in the Netherlands. $4.69 in Belgium. Oh, so it's more expensive.
What?
The cheese is more expensive. And then the canned
Belgium.
tomatoes that we bought in the Netherlands, it's €1.99. In Belgium, it's €1.79. So overall,
About the
if you don't
same.
buy the shredded cheese, you'd be saving quite a bit of money.
So far, I've got the aromatics in here. There are 3 things that I learned that make a bolognese Belgian.
Oh.
The paprika, the celery, the carrots. I saw some people put like eggplant in it. Some people put mushrooms in it. But having vegetables in it makes it Belgian.
Eggplant is an aromatic?
No, it's not an aromatic, but it's the same as like a mushroom. Well, people put like mushrooms and stuff in it too.
Okay.
The next one is the cheese that goes on top. So Gruyere or Swiss cheese instead of Parmesan. Also serving it with a round spaghetti noodle as opposed to more of like a flat fettuccine noodle.
Oh.
Yeah, the more you know.
I mean, they are making a full-on meal. Oh my God, that looks good. They're making a full-on meal. I mean, we'd probably buy some ready-made. That's terrible. I'm just kidding. We would make something.
I think I did pretty good. It looks and smells delicious.
Yeah. Let's crack open our
Yeah.
Richie's
Dang, that looks
grapefruit with a
good.
hint of pineapple.
Ooh, that
Shout
sounds
out
good
Richie's for
too.
doing screw tops. Ooh. You know, it's funny as we are like a 5-minute walk to the vet.
I know. Yeah, we passed by it a couple of times on
But,
our walk today.
This is for all y'all that are like, why would you go to blank when you could just make it yourself?
Yep,
In
Yeah.
this case,
we made it
we
ourselves.
made it ourselves.
I feel
Okay.
weird complimenting my own cooking, but that's actually really good.
It's such a comforting meal.
I know.
So I looked up the cost of trains. We take a lot of trains. We are sometimes in a car. We'll get to that. In Belgium, they have something called Train Plus, which I assume is like Disney Plus.
I think so,
Yeah,
yeah.
so you get to ride the train and you get to watch Star Wars. Train Plus is €6 per month, and that's a 40% discount on your train fare in off-peak hours, 40% off your fare on the weekends, in addition to the already 30% off weekend discount that Belgian trains have.
Oh, okay.
wow.
So it's a little bit better.
That sounds insane. And then they also set a max of €14.
Yeah, that's like almost free on the weekends. Almost.
better.
That sounds insane. And then they also set a max of 14 euros per trip. Yeah, internet and phone seems to be basically identical to the offerings in the Netherlands.
I was
Probably
gonna
not
say,
very surprising.
if it's cheaper, I don't know how it could get less expensive.
Yeah, internet and phone in the Netherlands is already like, it's so cheap compared to how much we were paying for both of those things in the United States. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
and then
good.
car share services. So Green Wheels and My Wheels, they're not in Belgium.
Oh,
Which I
really?
was very surprised by. I use My Wheels.
Do you know, are they like specific to the Netherlands? Or?
Green Wheels and My Wheels, car share. So like Uber. Oh, okay. I've never heard of those. Maybe because she just asked, are they specific to the Netherlands? Let's see if he knows the answer.
Which I was very surprised by. I use My Wheels.
Do you know, are they like specific to the Netherlands? Or
I guess
they...
so.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but they do have something called Cambio, and the costs look pretty comparable to My Wheels.
Okay.
And then they're also like sort of scattered throughout, just like My Wheels are. I didn't like do a deep analysis on this, but like looking at the per kilometer cost and like the hourly cost, it basically seems the same. I mean, none of the things that we're listing here are going to be like game changers for us, nor are apparently groceries. But I do think the last two things that we have to talk about that are like the big differences are the big differences.
Yeah.
I had to spend a lot of time on the next topic because it didn't make any sense to me.
Good morning from Mechelen. It is very quiet out this morning. It's currently 7:20 a.m. I'm about to open up this bakery to get some coffee kook, and I'm actually going to one that's a little bit farther away. It's the one we went to in our Mechelen vlog. The one closest to us didn't have any photos of coffee cooking on Google, so I just kind of want to guarantee right now, you know, I want to know that I'm going to get something, and I'm going to get something good. Good morning, big church. Good morning, Upsenjorka. Oh, baby. I'm so hungry for coffee kuchen. All right, the coffee kuchen has been acquired. Ignore the fact that the bag says pistolets. I assure you there are 3 pieces of delicious looking coffee kuchen in there. If you follow along on our
He better show what those are, because I have no idea what those are. Coffee kuchen?
journey for a while, you may remember that our Dutch language tutor is Flemish. But that's a fairly recent development, like in the past like 4 months. Most of the Dutch that we've learned so far has been through like Dutch language schools in the Netherlands, through instructors who are from the Netherlands. So I think it's funny because here I'm walking into places and I'm speaking Netherlands Dutch, Netherlands Dutch with an American accent. And I think it's very confusing for people. Sometimes it works really well. Like yesterday at the broocher shop, the whole interaction was in Dutch. And I think she was, you can always tell, like some people just find a little bit of delight in it. Like the curiousness of the situation. The bakery, she just kept responding to me in English, which, you know, honestly fair. It's 7:30 in the morning. I don't have time for bullshit either.
Right.
But yeah, sometimes I think people are like delightfully confused. Sometimes I think people are just like, what the hell is happening? Honestly fair.
Okay, that's. I'm glad he said that, because we've been hearing things like that people, you know, like if they don't have time, they don't have time for you to try and stumble over what you're trying to say in Dutch, or, you know, and they will just talk to you in English. So you sounds like you got to make a pretty concerted effort to talk in Dutch if you're learning. I mean, obviously, I'm like months away probably from being able to have just even a basic conversation, but that is something we heard. So okay, this looks like that coffee kuchen he's talking about. Oh my God. What?
Here you go.
Thank you.
In the shower?
Coffee kuchen!
Yes.
This is a good shot.
Cheers.
Oh, I'm so excited about this.
This one was so good last time.
We could eat this every day.
I don't think we should. But
we
if we
could.
lived here,
What is that?
we absolutely
goodness?
could.
Okay, so the
Oh man, come on. Show us some more. I want to see more. I want to know what that is.
topic this morning is
Oh,
health
health
insurance.
insurance.
This is like so different than it is in the Netherlands.
Really?
Nice
In
Airbnb.
Belgium, I'm pretty sure, you pay your taxes and part of your taxes go to this like
What?
health insurance pool for the whole country. And your amount that you pay obviously is based on the amount of money that you earn in a given year. You have to sign up for something called a mutuality. So the big thing that is very interesting about Belgium's health insurance is that you pay for most things out of pocket.
Okay. So like when you're at the doctor, you would pay
Yes.
at the doctor, which like you don't do in the Netherlands.
But here, yeah, I think almost everything is billed to you directly, and then you work with a company called a mutuality, who you also, I believe, have to pay an annual fee for, and they're the ones that are in charge of like handling the reimbursements. It seems pretty different. And from what I can tell, it seems that generally speaking, the health insurance, our health insurance costs specifically, they would be lower in Belgium, but man, it is different.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now we just pay for private insurance. So it sounds like in Belgium, if you pay taxes, you get insurance. So is that like the universal health care? So is there an option for private insurance? If anybody out there knows, that would be great if you could put that in the comments. And he said they pay less than you pay in the Netherlands. We've heard that in the Netherlands, it was about, I think Lisa said like maybe 150 a person for private insurance or something like that. Obviously, there's different prices depending on where you go. Well, I'm thinking. But I know here in Spain, I think for 4 of us, we pay like $250, I think. So, and of course, those are our euros. We don't do American dollars out here, okay? Us Europeans, we don't do that.
Obviously, we're self-employed. This seems, again, a bit complicated. It looks like we'd be paying about 20% more if you add taxes and the healthcare costs together in Belgium, because you kind of have to. The reason, from what I can tell, is that there's not a lot of like tax incentives for entrepreneurs in
like
Belgium,
us.
like there are in the Netherlands. So it doesn't seem like it's quite as like a, it's not quite as cozy for the small businessman.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, but that's I'm not 100%. I would love it if there's any self-employed people that live in Belgium that are watching this video right now and you have something to say about this. I would love to hear it, because to me, the 20% difference in tax, that's huge.
That's a lot.
Gigantic.
And I spent so long on this and I feel pretty good about it. Okay, there's one more.
Well, damn, because that's what we would be. Self-employed. I mean, we have been since we've been here. I had to like kind of turn into a self-employed person in order to move to Spain. So that's what we would be. So what? 20? It can't be more than. I mean, we pay like, I want to say like 40% in taxes here in Spain. So, and I thought I heard the Netherlands was like 40 to 50% or something like that. It can't be more than that. I don't know. I'm throwing out numbers. I might not even know what the hell I'm talking about. So if anybody out there, if you have any base, I know I can look it up. I know there's people out there that will probably have a comment that says, Greg, have you heard of Google? Maybe you should Google it. I know I can Google it. Okay. But I'm just asking for your conversation. Okay, there you go.
More thing that we need to talk about, but eating on the bed is sad. No offense to people that eat on beds. Well, our original plans were that we were going to sit outside on this beautiful patio, but it's been raining and everything is soaking wet. So that's not going to happen.
No,
we're going to sit in the living room instead. No, yeah, that's better. Okay, so here's the thing. I hate making these kinds of videos. But the reality is like...
Before he gets into that, let me just say, they really are nursing on that coffee Kruger thing, because mine would have been gone. They still eat that thing. Mine would have been gone. I'm like, before we film anymore, let me just finish this real quick, and I'll eat that.
I have spent a good deal of time trying to get a better idea of what it means to move to Belgium, because I am legitimately nervous about it. We just crossed this huge hurdle, which is moving. We scoot over a little bit.
Away from you?
I love sitting this close to you, but I also love when things are framed well, yes. Yeah, there's something very scary about moving to a new country. Not like the customs and everything. I mean, that's a thing, but like I'm not even mentally there yet. It's like you have to change everything.
I know. The grocery prices really weren't as different as we expected.
And the brands.
And the brands are still here. They do still have a lot of the same stores here. So those things aren't very different, but I do feel like maybe a little bit.
The G's are softer.
The G's, how are we supposed to do that now? We just learned hard G.
All right, the last thing we're going to talk about, you're probably wondering, how are we going to move to Belgium? Maybe you're not wondering that, because I was surprised. The thing that was really interesting to me is the amount of comments we got there, like, oh, you should move to Belgium. But
I'm not a EU citizen.
Yeah.
We
Right.
don't have freedom of movement like some of y'all might.
Yep.
And
Right.
that's big. You know,
Yeah.
like, some of y'all, you can live wherever you want in the European Union, and that's awesome.
That's not us.
That's not us. Yeah, we have to, like, we have a residence permit in the Netherlands, and it's only valid in the Netherlands. But I did actually learn there is a way to move to Belgium. After 5 years of living in the Netherlands consecutively, it's the second time I've tried to do that, you are eligible to be a permanent resident. And with that means that you can renew your residence permit, I think, every 5 years after that. And of course, you have to go through the inburgering exams to do that. So speaking, listening, writing, and reading. And then also like the test that of like the Dutch culture.
The history and stuff. Yeah.
Yes. An alternative to the permanent residence permit is something called a long-term EU residence permit.
Right.
The difference is that one allows you to live in other countries in the EU. Now, when you move, they'll have their own set of requirements. It's not just going to be like, hey, you can just move here. It's cool. It really seems like the big requirement is that you're able to support yourself. And then after 5 years, you're then eligible to go through the residence permit process in Belgium. To a certain extent, it's like restarting the clock.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
But I mean, also, it's also not like restarting the clock. We become eligible for permanent residence in the Netherlands in the summer of 2027.
Yeah.
So a little over a year from now. And then we don't have to do it then. Our current residence permit that we have is valid in the Netherlands until 2029.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So like I would like to make a decision next summer, but we don't have to make a decision next summer.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I always like setting a shorter timeline for decisions like this than like 2029 is so far away.
She loves the short timeline for decisions. Yeah, I mean, obviously we really love it here in Belgium, but we also really love the Netherlands. We're not ready to make a decision. We've got time. I honestly have no idea what we're gonna do. But yeah, I think the next thing I need to do is talk to someone that is better at taxes than I am.
Someone who knows what they're talking about. If you want to continue to follow our home buying journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're really trying to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you want to see our first video in Mechelen, be sure to check out that video after this one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on next.
All right. Well, I mean, what they said is so true. It's like they're just getting settled in. They're just getting settled into the Netherlands. Like, that's kind of how I feel about Spain. It's like, you know, I'm finally at a place where I can like understand everything that people are saying, and you know, I know how things work and all of that. So, but you know, like they said, we're not EU citizens, so we can't just go wherever we want, and also can't just stay in Spain just because I feel like it. You know, and we have to take into consideration our boys that, I mean, obviously they're old enough to make their own decisions, but you know, we love them and we like them. so we got to take into consideration like how that works, where they can stay and go and all of that. So there's a lot that goes into it. One thing I do know is I'm not going back to the United States. I might be going back to visit, but I'm not going back to live. So we have to figure something out from that perspective. But that was a super interesting video. It definitely, you know, makes me want to check out Belgium, at least visit, so I can get one of those coffee krakens or whatever you call them, coffee kruken or whatever. That looked good. So I'll definitely be trying to get that. So, hey, if you have any insight you want to drop in the comments, then go ahead and do that. I mean, you've been doing great, so keep doing it. I don't mind at all. If you like this kind of content, you want to see more just like it, then subscribe to the channel, man. It's easy and it's free. My name is Greg. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.